Hello everyone, my name is Syndralix, and I'm playing around with some new technology. If you watched my first video, the Swordland Guide, you probably noticed it's a bit technologically handicapped. It only goes up to 720p and 30 frames per second, and there's a couple of reasons for that. The first is that my computer has kind of an awkward resolution, 1440 by 900. That's a 16 by 10 resolution sandwiched right between the two 16 by 9 standards, 1280 by 720 or 720p, and 1920 by 1080 or 1080p. Up till now, I rendered my videos at 720p because I didn't want to cause any quality problems from upscaling. But then I thought, let's try it anyway and see what happens. And honestly, I think it came out looking okay. Yes, it's not true 1080p, but it's still a worthwhile upgrade to the visual fidelity. The second reason, pertaining to the frame rate, has to do with my recording program. For the LAN guide, I recorded all the footage with Fraps. As you may already know, Fraps is a popular recorder, but using it hurts your performance a little, and the files it generates are huge. Not exactly ideal for making smooth video. For this video, I used Shadowplay, which comes with and requires a GeForce graphics card and solves both of those problems at once. There's no impact on performance, and the files it generates are about a fifth of the size that Fraps would give me. They're still really good quality though, as you can see. In short, I was able to record this video at 60 frames per second with no problem. As eagle-eyed as you are though, I'm sure you can tell that this video isn't actually running at the full 60 frames per second. It's more like upper 40s to mid 50s on average. Truth be told, that's just Vindictus being a bit slow, which I can't really do much about. Between all the particle effects flying around and how CPU intensive the engine is, this game hits its resource limits pretty quickly. Still, credit where it's due, we've broken 30 FPS, and that's good enough for now. Now the reason this video's yet another glass solo is for benchmarking purposes. The Evie revamp is happening in Korea as we speak, and that's exciting. Naturally, when the update hits us, people are going to want to know exactly how much better she's gotten. This video will help that cause by serving as a kind of before snapshot for Scythe. On a good run, I can kill Glass in 6 minutes, which this video demonstrates. After the update, I'll make another Glass solo to see how much the time changes. I don't need to upgrade my Evie's gear anytime soon, so the comparison will be direct and accurate. If you're curious about my stats, I have a plus 11 Scythe, 20k magic attack, 81 balance, 54 speed, and 104 crit. And 2.6k defense. Glass cannon for life! What time are we at? 2:37? We're not even halfway through this thing! That's okay though, I still have plenty to talk about. So let's touch on that Evie revamp I mentioned, for those of you not up to speed. Scythe is getting some really cool buffs. Her short hop has been replaced with blink, so you can double blink and evade tricky attacks easier. Marks are automatically applied on a smash, but you can still pull to generate an enhanced mark. She's also getting rankable skills to boost the damage of her individual smash attacks. But by far the coolest addition is a new SP skill called Arcane Gate. This skill basically lets you pull Keegan's teleport shenanigans for about 15 seconds. Every time you reappear, you swipe your scythe to land a mark on the enemy. First swipe is Life Drain, second is Spirit Bind, and so on. On the fifth reappearance, you land with grace and style before snapping your fingers to release the marks. Staffies aren't getting left out either though. For one thing, Mana Amber doesn't suck. It's a standing block move now. Elemental Masteries also don't conflict with each other. She can also charge up spells while running, albeit more slowly than while standing. Flying Sparrow also got a massive distance boost. Finally, she gets her first tier 5 spell, and it's a magical death laser called Raise. I think that all by itself made me want to take Staff more seriously. I've got enough raid seals for a level 80 weapon when the Season 3 Seal Shop update comes out, so I'll probably make an Armageddon staff and go to town when the day rolls around. Just remember that all these details are subject to change, since the revamp is still in development. What I've seen looks very promising though, so I'll be cautiously optimistic about any tweaks that might happen. Since we've still got a couple of minutes left, I want to talk about my plans for my YouTube channel. I'm still cooking up ideas for interesting videos, and I've already weeded out some of the stuff that didn't work in the planning phase. For example, the recent controversy over paid-for mods on Steam. That incident came and went before I finished the rough draft of my script. I definitely want to focus on PC gaming though, and Vindictus will be my starting point. I think my next video will be top 10 Vindictus bosses. Let me know in the comments if that sounds interesting, or if you have a better idea. I'm new to taking YouTube seriously, so feedback is direly needed on my end. I'm also pondering the possibility of Minecraft videos. Don't run away scared just yet, it won't dominate the channel! What I'm thinking of is tutorials for mods and mod packs. You see, there are a great many Minecraft mod tutorials here on YouTube, and a great many of them suck hairy balls. My tutorials will be concise, clear, and focused to make them as helpful as possible. People seemed to like my Swordland guide, so I think I've got the chops to make good tutorials. I also like to play Smash Bros, but recording console games is out of the question for me right now. The main reason for that is I don't have a capture card. Still, if there's enough demand for console game content on this channel, I'll make the investment and see if I can get a good recording setup going. Now, you're probably wondering when I'm going to tell you to hit like and subscribe. The truth is, I don't plan to do that. If you do hit those buttons, I appreciate it, but that's your choice. For me, YouTube is a hobby, not a career, and I want a manageably small audience to get my feedback from. I'll let you know if that changes, though. In my grand scheme, honesty is the bottom line. Well, that's it for this video. Again, when the Evie revamp rolls around, I'll make another glass solo and see how much faster it goes. And if you want to watch this solo without my commentary, head over to my sub-channel, Syndralix Gaming. There's a link in the description. Thanks for watching, and stay classy!